It's been a while since I made a sketchbook tour. Here I have my book that I received from a early college program at Michigan University in 2024. But I did not finish this book till halfway through the year of 2025 while I was in school at CCS. So this is from the welcome week of last year, plus my pre-college in this book, and first semester-ish. And then I have another book to go through. This is from mostly the I think this is the second semester, primary second semester book. And I got some of these stickers from alumni and our sticker cons that we had that year. I got some amazing digital circus stickers and Smiling Friends, RIP the franchise, and I'm sure we all are happy that Amazing Digital Circus has ended. Don't get me wrong, I was liking it up until the last episode. Honestly, I'm not going to go into detail with that. We're going to talk about it when we get through that book, but I want to go ahead and get us started on our first book. Okay. The start date is 6/25/24, so this book is like 2 years old or something. But yeah, this is a self-portrait. We got some blankies. This is a thumbnail for a...
Some of us need our beauty sleep.
I have a card game on as background music. I forgot the characters can talk, so if they talk during this video, hopefully that won't distract you guys. But this is a thumbnail for something in my pre-college program, and I didn't know they were setting me up to practice doing thumbnails and whatnot. I was just going along with it. But this is Madoka, and then this is supposed to be Homura, but I never finished her. Maybe I should go back and finish it. But this is my OC Mokura. She's my precious vampire OC that I made in 2016. And this is like Josuke from JoJo. This is Captain Scurvy, unfinished. Captain Scurvy. I will bring my sketchbook to work for some of these and like draw at work. Some of these are like work sketches made on shift. Galep. And then this is me at the bottom for sure. That's for sure me. Oh. The cats are up here, so hopefully they don't terrorize the room too much. We got Sam and Max on top of the world, setting the world on fire. Sam and Max. I made this at work. I remember I wasn't clocked in, but I was there with my siblings bored, drawing in my sketchbook. So this is my OC Havana. That's her terrorizing that poor wee little child. That poor child. We have Madoka again because I was obsessed with Madoka Magica in 2024. Still obsessed with it now. Y'all better go see that movie when it come out. We got our homie Parappa.
I don't mind staying up this late. The twins will just wake me up anyway.
Crazy he said that because me and my sister are twins. This is what I'm talking about with these. That was Tony too with the card game. I'm gonna flip it over and show y'all when I'm done. But we got Mary Jane reference and then Two-Face. So like Marvel and DC. Crazy, right? Just a random skull. A random skull. This is my OC Mokudi. Her side profile and her front facing. Mokudi's Mokuda's twin sister. They're triplets. Just some random sketches. We got our homie Charlie. I love Charlie. We have Homura and Mommy. Because Mommy is the mommy and Homura is Homura. Homura Akemi. a Kenny. We got Sayaka. Look at all. 2 blank pages, of course. This is like across the street from downtown where I live at, and it's right across the street from the Jimmy John's. I was sitting at the Jimmy John's trying to draw the environment. This is a receipt paper from my job that I drew art on. This is my sister Dinah at the time. She did not want to be there, so we were just there bored. She was crying and everything, and I'm like, bro, it's gonna be okay. You're fine. We're getting out of this. This is while she was still upset, you know. I was really just trying to distract myself because what can a girl do? What can a girl do?
Boy, it's late. I gotta get up early and run a 10K.
Bro, Chloe, bro. Just a bald-headed guy, that's all. They're like, bro, why are you playing this game at 12 a.m.? Don't worry about it. We got my girl Mocha once again. And yes, their names are made up. Some sketches. Yes, sketches. I drew this one at my auntie's birthday, her sweet 16, 9/15/24 on the top it says. This is her sweet 16. And I was like, oh, my homegirl looked like a little princess. My auntie looked like a princess. So you know what I did? I drew a nice quick little sketch of her in the moment, you know, her looking all cute. And then my niece got herself a little page in there. You know, sometimes I like to let people have their little pages in my book and make their little art. I drew us together at the time. So this is my niece Savannah, and then this is me. We were talking and then playing tic-tac-toe. Like, I don't know about y'all, but these sketchbooks be feeling like little diaries of like life. So I asked her to draw what her and her brothers be watching on TV. This was she was making me some visualization of what they be watching and whatnot, and the remote drama. Oh, am I going the right way? Hold on, y'all. Yes, I am. Okay. There's a blank page in between these. Didn't even know that. Some sketches, some pen ink sketches, straight to the page. This is my OC Grayson, which is
Boy, it's late. I gotta get up early and run a 10K.
Chloe. We don't care that you gotta get up early and run your 10K. Okay? Hell, you'll be fine. Anywho, this is Grayson. Is Mokoda's love interest. He is a dude that don't wear shoes. You see, his grippers are out, of course. I think I drew this at work. I made this character with a whole bunch of friends back in like middle school, and I had a friend. Good old times. We were writing stories and stuff together with our OCs, and we exchanged books. And this is just a guy from Pinterest I drew at work again. There's a cute little cat. And a cute little cat in his hand. I like his little tattoo on his face. And his little tattoo. This beautiful black queen. Get into her. And Sean the sheep with his little teddy bear. Sean the sheep is so cute. Like, I don't know about y'all, but like, Rabbit and Gromit, Pink Television. We got Jade from Brett's. And then like a Pearly Done sketch, also done at work. We got Billy Quiz Boy. Wow. If it isn't Billy Quiz Boy. I will get you, Billy Quiz Boy. POV, no one watches Venture Bros no more. Even though it's peak. I'm covering this up because this is people Instagrams from Welcome Week. I was trying to do some networking. But this is my sister Darby. she went with me, and I'm drawing her while I was there. I was so nervous during welcome week. I was like, oh, I'm so nervous but excited at the same time. I don't know how to feel. And then this is my name tag. My name tag right there. I wore that same day. And this is my roommate's OC character. We were supposed to do an art trade, but I didn't send her my OC. I couldn't decide on which one to send. And then I kind of forgot. But this is her beautiful OC. So shout out to you. And then these are some of my coworkers. This is a page full of my coworkers, so I'm gonna run through them. Some of them are poorly done. Okay. I was rushing. I like as I went on, I was losing more and more energy. So you can tell which ones I did first and which ones got the short end of the stick. But we have Maddie with the fatty, aka Manager Maddie the goat. We got my Pookie Sue. But she had her hair in a bun, but then she switched it to a ponytail, so I was confused. So that's why that looks like that. We got Tristan. Miss you, bro. Loki was the goat. He went into the military. We got Christopher. We got Helen. We got AC. We got, I don't know who this was supposed to be, because it's not finished. We got Sue again. But yeah, this is like, that was supposed to be my coworkers. This is my OC. Serena, I think is her name. I remember my auntie helped me name her and her sister. We got Charlie. It's hard to see, but Charlie's there.
You like to play at night because you know I'm sleep deprived. Well, it's not going to work.
Bro, Tony, quit interrupting me. Look, you see how Jack hasn't said nothing yet? Y'all notice how Jack hasn't said nothing yet? That's because he's Demir and Michael and one of my favorite players to play this game with. And honestly, they be whooping my butt in hearts. Like, I'm trying to beat computers in hearts right now and I'm losing. That made no sense. But on the next page, we got BTS. We got Jin, Taeyeon, Jimin, and Jimin with this. It's a mask. The freaking mask from the scary movie and whatnot, or Scream. The Scream mask. And this is from the War of Hormones era. And Jin was mogging. Taeyeon was like viciously mogging, and like Jimin was trolling, and I thought this picture was so funny, so I drew it at work on the shift in back booth, clocked in, taking orders and drawing at the same time. Let me tell you what, and I'll do it again. Also doodling at work, my beautiful alcoholic vampire OC. Look at him with all that alcohol on his face. Looking too good. Oh my god. And I think this is my OC Olivia from my Rainbow Crystal Alien Princesses for the Battle of Universal Freedom on the universal scale. And we got this beach scene. Just a nice beach scene. I believe this is Peyton from the same universe that I just mentioned. And that's Olivia enjoying her little time. And Olivia likes to listen to music.
Boy, it's late. I gotta get up early and run a 10K.
Chloe, we know. You see how Jack still hasn't said nothing yet? Like, he does not care that we're up this late. But all the other characters do. But yeah, this is Olivia sipping her some juice while listening to her tunes. And I believe this is Peyton, you know, enjoying the view at the beach. Them on their vacation after they survived their war. The war. This is Doreen, my sister. This is during the last fair that my city had, and she got her a lufufu. I also got a lufufu, and so did my friend Kimaya. And my friend and Doreen switched, and yeah, they switched their little lufufus. It was a lufufu trade. And this is just a random little character. You know, this book was filled with progressive randomness with a hint of development. So this is still just before CCS. So this is still post CCS. So this is still 2024. This is Mokuda and Grayson. Grayson hair, his hair is constantly changing. Sorry. Cause like, I have it so where like, it's as the character develops, his character model changes with the character development. And then this is a design of a newer character I've been messing around with. She's supposed to be like this, like, desert ranger gangster woman, like badass gangster rodeo woman in the desert fighting for peace and justice. This is some clothing design, little character, Twilight Sparkle, cause like, I don't know, I like my nerds. This is Mokuda again. But
I'm not sure how much longer I can stay up. I'm tired.
Jack, you're gonna have to stay up for me, okay? I'm gonna force these characters to stay with me throughout this, okay? This is Mokuda done with like a Prismacolor alcohol based marker. Yes. Color shade, it was like a poppy red, right? And I was messing around with that in my dorm. Okay, wait. So I remember doing this in my dorm, so this must be around the start of when I started to use this at school. Yeah, I was just bored in my dorm and I'm like, I need to doodle. So I was doodling. This is me going, not too sure about these doodles I just made. Me as a little bunny. And then I did some figure practice because my teacher was going over it in class and whatnot, and saying you had to do it for homework eventually. So I was pre-practicing my little boxes and figures and whatnot. That's Silas over there. And then this is me in my pajamas looking all fine and whatnot. Yeah. And as you can see, like, my perspective boxes was not that good at the time, so I still didn't really understand that. But as the books progress, see, with confidence, you can start to see some growth. Me and my roommates were discussing the best sandwich we ever had during Welcome Week. It was so fucking good, y'all. Y'all don't understand. That sandwich was so good. Oh my god, it was like the perfect amount of crunch. And guess what we had on the side? The Michigan potato chips. Yes, that good stuff. So I went on a little date with my friend
I don't mind
Maddie.
staying up this late. The twins will just wake me up anyway.
Tony, that was so not necessary. Hold on, y'all. So I don't know what happened, and this is the continuation that me and my friend Maddie, we went on a cute little date to the DIA, Detroit Institute of Art, and we went to go look at some art, and she took this beautiful picture of me, and I was like, oh, let me draw this. And then she was like, hold on, now I need one too. And I said, you was so right. So I done put her on the page right behind mine, and we was a double combo like so, me and my good old friend. Yes, and then I practiced more boxes for class just so I can understand what I'm doing. See, I did the bean method there for the body. Me going, I'm not so sure about this figure here. This figure seems to be a tad bit off. Some face sketches, you know, some tough, harsh lines, you know, some abstract sketches. I did these inside of my figure class on a Monday. Yep, that's right. Every 8 a.m. on a Monday. And that bit, I just Silas again because, I don't know, I like my vampires. I do. This is homework for figure. He had his
Just
draw.
so you know, if we're going to stay up much later, I need a little coffee.
Elaine, girl, you don't need that coffee. Okay, trust. But we got this figure homework of drawing a woman anatomy, and I was like, okay, I like me drawing me some women. And then this is from processing and making. I was like, designing whatever shapes we had to make for whatever prep we had before we made our angle grinders. And then this is my OC Monkada again. I drew her with more that same red Prismacolor, a yellow Prismacolor, and then a blue one. All you really need is 3 nice complementary analogous colors, 3 sets of color to make a nice color set. Like, you don't need to color too much for it to pop. You see how she popping? Okay, that's how all my comic books to look like. Future reference. Future reference to any books that I make. The back side of the woman, her buttocks in her back. And then this is the boss's son from Smiling Friends, and he held like a baby. Because, I don't know, that's how he treats him. This is a couch that I saw on Pinterest. And I was like, this is a nice couch. I like this couch. So I drew this couch. I colored it with marker. And added some depth with another marker and smudged it. And it was nice. Put some crayon in that thing too. Some crayon on there too. Put some crayons in there. This is a rough sketch for my first master assignment. He gave me some tweaks about what to fix about her proportions and edited it for me and then printed it out, and then I used that as a base towards my final that took me 8 hours across like 4 days, so 2 hours for each day.
I'm a wee bit tired, mateys. It's been a long day for the captain.
Captain Scurvy, you are not going to sleep. I won't allow it. I'm forcing them not to sleep. And then this is the male one. As you can see, I practically lost my energy around the time I had to do the male side. But I still drew him proportionally accurate. I just didn't render him as much as the lady. I didn't have time to. But I did make sure to render them thighs and that butt, okay? I made sure them thighs and that butt was rendered pretty nicely. You see them calves? Get a load of them calves, y'all. Get a load of them calves. I like drawing me some calves. I think he had us pick an animal to draw for figure class, and I chose a wolf. A little woofy. And then this is for drawing 1, and we were doing like props and stuff and weapons, and I'm like, oh, okay. If I had to make my character's weapons, I'm gonna have to do it anyways. Let me actually take some time and design some weapons for my character. I did another little drawing of a little lady. And then I got this pencil from my school bookstore, and it had pretty colors. These cute little colors. It was a like multi-colored pencil. I'm like, this is so cute. Like, you see like how she's shimmering, low-key. It's such a fun page. But wait, there's Mo. Yep, I kept using this colored pencil because it was so pretty and so fun. I just giggled the scenery. And I'm just really enjoying it. And this is like halfway through the year. This is like October-ish, November, October. And then he had us draw in our sketchbooks the model. This is the male model that I was drawing. I put out that colored pencil again, and I said, ooh!
So, you like to stay up and play, do you?
Captain Scurvy, why are you getting on my top, bro? Like, yo, why is Captain Scurvy getting on my top? Like, he do not need to be getting on my top like that. But we got him looking on nice. Let's proceed, shall we? We got more of him. I messed up on his knee, and I was like, ah. And his face too a little bit. You know, it never comes out perfectly, but that don't matter. It's about enjoying it, embracing it, having fun with it. You know, and I think I was still having me a good time in the midst of all this. So I'm still drawing our figure. You know, he's chilling, holding his props. I drew this one off the rim. After drawing him so many times, I'm like, I can practically draw this guy by himself. So this is from October 31st, the day after Halloween, or around Halloween time. This is me. And then this may or may not be a poorly drawn picture of my crush, because like, I don't know. What, I mean, every artist tries to draw their crush. and their books. I just couldn't get his hair right, god damn it. But this is, I don't know, just a cute little girl. I was having fun with that ballpoint pen, y'all. Get into that ballpoint pen. You see all them layers of color you can add with just one pen? That value. And then over here, this is for an assignment for interior environment in my drawing 1 class. This is a texture right here. It says Capri Satin. Capri Satin. Like satin soft sheets. Ooh. And I have this idea for the room to have like, you know, 2 couches, a little window nook to set your little coffee on. And I wanted to make it for my alcoholic vampire OC. Look at him with his little wine glass and his feet out and whatnot. Look at his little sleepy little eye bags. Isn't he so cute? I love my OCs. You know, you gotta really treat your OCs like they're your child. And this is a rough draft of that room that I was designing. I did finish it in my drawing 1 book, but I want to just show you my personal art, y'all. To be honest, we got some sketches for what I wanted to have in the room. You see the couches and then the little table for their coffee. Hanging plants, some more plants. You know, everything you would want in a house to make it all cozy and nice. Alright, this page is a lot of people. So, it was this random dude. He kept sniffling and sniffling. Right? So I drew him. Then I drew myself. Then drew some roses. And drew some beer. Or whatever. And then I drew this little cute little cake. And then I was like, I'm going to draw my sister this is the ring. I was on the phone with her. And I drew her a sweet treat. And I drew my sister Sue. And then I drew her favorite sweet treat, which was an ice cream sandwich. I put a little blueberry over there because Sue liked her fruits. Oh, and if you look closely, it's like we're making a little triangle. Us 3. Of course, the man he's just there. He's just there for the lore. He's just there for the lore, I suppose. It's one of my favorite pages because, I don't know, I was having a good time drawing my siblings and I. Even that random dude. So.
Tuesday. Time to stock up on crackers for the week.
That's so you can get the crackers, Captain Scabby. This is another drawing for, this page is kind of like just for my crush. So I drew like these cute little poor drawing cars. I don't know, I never drew cars before, but I know my crush like cars. So I was like, let me make him some cars. And then this is my attempt to draw him from memory. So like in real life his hair is a bit curlier on the ends than the pointy image I've made of him with the pointy hair. I do think I like him with his little spikes, but his hair has grown a bit since then. But this is a nice little drawing of him that I made while I was trying to make cards with my roommates for Valentine's Day. And yeah, things didn't go as planned. But that was the end of the book. And I did have some color swatches at the end, and then that's it for that book right there. So, hope you guys enjoyed. And by the time that book ended, that was, say, around January. So, from June of 2024 to January of 2026. This book is done. She's all done in my CCS stickers, and I would say that I've grown a lot through the progression of this book. So after that took place, I do have another book for the next video, which is this one, and I'll give you guys a sneak peek in this one. And if this video does well, if you guys love this video, I promise you, you're going to love the next book. Even though, hey,
if this game keeps up, we can have ourselves a slumber party.
Okay, you know what, Elaine? If you're there, I wouldn't mind. If Elaine's there, and here's a little sneak peek of Kinger. Oh my god, they got Kinger! They've got Kinger! And there's other good stuff in this book, too. Like, this book is like second semester, and by second semester I was locking in. Like, I was locked in. I was so locked in. But I can say that this book, this yellow book here, I hold it dear to me, because it's shown all my ups and downs and how, yes, this is a book of growth. I grew through this book, just like I'm going to show you how I grew through this book too. And you guys will see that in the next video, so thank you for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button, yo. Support me, man. Because when you support me, you're supporting everybody, okay? Stay black, stay fresh. Sandy out.